Irving is out tonight because of a thigh bruise he suffered against Venezuela on Friday. Coach Mike Krzyzewski playing for the crowd as always. Houston native DeAndre Jordan gets his first start of this exhibition season. Kyle Lowry is the lone guard in the lineup along with Harrison Barnes, Carmelo Anthony, and Kevin Durant. Will get a different starting lineup than we were led to believe for Team Nigeria.
They deceived us.
Yes, they did.
Surprisingly, they won the 10.
An early lineup shakeup. Ben Uzo is the point guard. He wears number 4, Houston born. Talk more about his story as well. That's Ike Diagu, familiar name to NBA fans, wearing number 6, spent last season in China.
Once again, Matt, we see USA switching everything on the perimeter, forcing Nigeria into a tough contested three-point shot.
That was Ebi Rob, short on the 3. Back comes Harrison Barnes for the United States wearing their navy blue road uniforms. Barnes the floater in and out. Jordan once, Jordan twice. DeAndre Jordan, the Houston native, get the United States
Hopefully that best player doesn't go well for them.
And excuse me, that was a Beck play. Doing what he does at the other end. First bucket of the night for KD.
And doing what he does, Matt, indeed. A smart move by Nigeria. We talked about it in the opening.
US Nigeria. And the United States up 6-2. Brings it back the other way. Harrison Barnes from 3.
Well, I guess the law of percentages, they're bound to.
Former NBA player Ben Uzo with Lowry on him. Out to Oguchi. Crosses over on Durant, back to Uzo. Hesitation to get into the paint.
Swatted indeed. Jordan just
blocked 4 shots in the first half against Venezuela the other night. Nigeria 0 of 6 from the field, and there goes their first shot of the night.
And that's what they have.
Uzo, and that's what they have to shift. They're able to satisfy requirements to play for Nigeria. Virtually all second generation. Recognition by Kyle Lowry to find Big Bell and go in the general vicinity of the rim, and Georgia's going to come down with it.
Nigeria not communicating on their zone defense, and Kyle Lowry taking advantage.
Hesitation by Lowry. And a turnover. He tried to throw that cross court. 2-on-1 for Nigeria here. A lob to Aminu and a bucket. Oguchi on the drive. Kicks it out to Uzo. Back in the paint. He goes it back. Uzo throws it down as he got past Jordan.
Uzo indeed attacking DeAndre Jordan, gets to the basket. Man, oh man. I think those two have played against each other before here in Houston.
They're raw off on the jumper after the timeout. Jimmy Butler now into the game, and the open floor hangs, and he's turned away by O'Rourke. Gracious Cousins and Draymond Green for the United States.
It looks like now, Matt, that Nigeria feels like they can play with Team USA. As Jimmy Butler tips it in, but you saw out of that timeout a little bit of...
Here's Green over to Butler, another Houston guy, Jimmy Butler. Thompson, deep 3 is good. Klay Thompson launching himself, trying to get the foul call. And instead of an empty possession by Nigeria, great defense by the United States. And on you, it's Thompson with back-to-back three-point.
The World Cup at 14 and the Olympics in London in 2012 is that in 2014 they were second in three-point percentage, and back in 2012 among all Olympic competition teams they were first, shooting 40%.
Turnover by the U.S. here. Nigeria can play out the quarter, but they will push instead. Okoye. Deep 2 is good for Josh Okoye, who briefly played in the NBA 3 seasons ago. Barnes up against the clock and Benedict. Excuse me, DeRozan from the baseline. High arcing shot over Benedict. Played college soccer at Pomona in California Division III school, and then decided he wanted to become a basketball coach. Cousins, that's an offensive foul. No bucket. And they called him for the hook. You're saying the referee had a better angle than we did?
Yes, they did.
Good ball movement by Nigeria, and the bucket to Michael Ume in red, white, blue.
Without a doubt, and he credits his experience in 2014 as a growth experience as Butler hits the nice floater.
Beautiful touch by
guys at him, trying to frustrate him, see if he can make the adjustment and find the open shooters.
Kevin Durant back in the game for the United States. DeRozan, baseline. DeMar DeRozan just lit up the back way. And then a foul after the play, after the bucket on Shane Wall.
I love the pass here from Cousins, but I love the finish. Although I was hoping for a 360, man, but DeRozan gets up high, and one of the best finishers in the world. DeRozan attacking the basket, putting the exclamation point, the toughest opponent that they might see in Brazil. But how do they respond? How do they come out? And so far, it's been pretty good.
Durant over DeAndre. And Kevin Durant may have the shot was off and hit Aminu. Durant's thinking about it again. Out to Thompson. Good option on the wing. Thompson 3 and 4 now from the great beyond, and after the struggles from outside Friday night, the U.S. has found the touch. They are now 6 of 10 from three-point range. It's a 12-0 USA run.
You say good defense, I say better offense. Two of the best shooters in the world.
The U.S. has really picked it up here in the second quarter. It's now a quick 25-point lead. It's amazing how quickly these games get away for the United States.
Moving the ball well, and then you got a guy like here at 6'10", 6'11".
Durant, no. Melo, yes.
I'm still mesmerized by that move.
Wouldn't fall for him, but Melo had his back.
Well, Steve Nash did that because he was little.
That's right. Durant's got about, 10 inches on him. And back comes Ben Uzo, who's already provided a highlight from Team Nigeria here. He's been very good at getting into the paint and doing that.
I'll come out here and I'll support the team and be here. I'm on the floor in spirit with them.
Got injured during the finals. Give us an update where you're at, when we can expect to see you on the court, ready to go.
My plan is to be out there playing with my team, a couple trains over there, and I feel pretty good right now, so hopefully by start shooting.
Guys, we've been sitting together, Festus and I, watching parts of the game here.
Golden State Warriors this year. Hopefully you guys bring all that love to Portland, because we are expecting it, but it's been great people. The sport is going all over the world, and everybody's supporting. I'm a testament to.
Oh, without a doubt. You have two of your best players out right now for different reasons and not being here, but Nigeria is not quitting, as it looks like Carmelo Anthony is called for an offensive foul.
Travel is the call. And there've been some physical moments here with a couple of Nigerian players. That's going back.
Hold up.
Jordan went to the right hand on the dunk attempt, fouled by Uzo before he could throw it down. And that backcourt, the three is well off by Nigeria.
But I think when he gets the ball down low, you have to just foul him, wrap him up. As Durant with a nice Euro and finish. But if Jordan has a chance to dunk the ball,
as Lowry fell on Uzo.
And once again, man, just not fair. Durant with a nice Euro, 6'10", 6'11", finishing in transition. Just does it all in the offensive end.
Both of these teams presumably will have already qualified for the elimination portion of the tournament. Back here in Houston, Ike Diagu with the offensive rebound and the putback for Diagu, the former number 9 overall pick. Melo, fade away, beautiful.
And that's where he makes a living, man. Unguardable, really, one-on-one.
Jordan to Lowry. Thompson leaves it for Melo. Back to Lowry. Durant will try from the same spot. In and out. Kept alive by Jordan. Another opportunity for the U.S. As time runs out here in the first half. Lowry, baseline, comes out the other side. Melo puts it on the floor and finishes at the bucket and one. Just got it off before the buzzer, or so it appeared, and gets the foul call as well.
And Matt, it looked like Carmelo when he caught that. He thought about shooting it, but he saw the lane was wide open. And of course, Kyle Lowry making the others are going to have to step up. Might be Butler, might be Kevin Durant. You have some good options, though.
Aminu was held by Thompson, and it's an and one for Holiday Aminu.
And I'll tell you what, just a nice in-line, out-of-bounds play. They executed. You got a team that can switch, go down the road.
DeMar DeRozan's handling for the U.S. Thought about passing it, shows off the touch instead. Beautiful little floater for DeRozan.
I'll tell you, I like that.
Shampaguchi lost his dribble. Over to Ebi Ara, back down to Diagu as they explore on the post. And Diagu gave it up to Cousins. He gave it right back, and it's an easy 2 for Shampaguchi. This game? Well, he's been gone. He's been away.
He's been away for a while. He's been working on it.
You know Durant has that in his game. Everybody on the planet knows that, and Durant knocks down. With it for the U.S. Screen from Cousins. To the corner for Butler. With ball movement, easy shot so far. Butler with 7 on the night. Uzo lost it on his way up. U.S. has numbers. Cross court.
And I'll tell you what, the ability of Team USA to change ends of the floor. Kevin Durant, a nice left-handed pass. Of course, DeRozan finishing at the rim, which he's done quite often here in the exhibition season. I'll tell you, if you turn the ball over against this team, they will go down and finish in spectacular fashion.
Again, 4th foul now on Cousins. He has 4 points and 2 rebounds. Uzo, great hesitation on Melo, couldn't finish. Collected inside by Aminu and finished off by Holiday Aminu.
And I'll tell you, Uzo didn't finish, but he has, as Durant turns the ball over, a little carelessness by Team USA, but Uzo is just attacking, getting to the paint. Their preseason for Team USA getting ready for Rio.
Butler to Anthony, baseline jumper is buried. Carmelo Anthony now 5 of 9 on the night, 12 points for him. Back to Diagu they go, and it's another foul on Cousins. Or excuse me, that's on Melo. Cousins out of the game now. Melo nearly lost it. It goes back to Durant. Crosses over Aminu. Melo at the elbow. Over Diagu. Just 6 representing in the Olympics.
Well, we have so many of them that move here or are born here, either come to college or come to high school. A lot of them want to give back to the country and the continent, and it's also an opportunity to play. If sometimes not good enough to make the U.S. team, but the guys back home too are good, and they're trying hard too to keep up with these guys. So we're lucky to have these guys on our team. They look like they are enjoying themselves so much, and I tell you what, it starts in a couple of days. They all leave, and then there you go.
Lowry, an alley-oop from about 50 feet away.
Next week with Giants of Africa, and really proud of going to 6 countries, and the tour starts in a couple days, so look forward to it. But I'll be in Rio for a couple days too, so.
Okay, you're all over the place. He's really a man of the world. We saw you, Jerry, and in the back comes Draymond Green. High dribble, court to Melo, hands on. And Carmelo Anthony, one of the world's best scorers, is doing just that again. 7 of 12, 18 points, and a chance to get to 19 at the free throw line.
And Melo, once again, just so strong inside. Great finish. 4th exhibition game. They come out here, the last one. You want to fine-tune things here a little bit. On the offensive end, they were a lot better. And DeAndre Jordan finishes with a nice hook shot.
Nothing new about the lob to DeAndre Jordan, but he showed off a little footwork there on a spin to finish.
I see.
And an and-one opportunity for Jordan, who has hit a free throw.
I had to believe.
What did you call him?
I had to separate and differentiate him from Tom Heights, our super producer.
Okay.
Jeremy's the super dope.
Gotcha. So just so you're clear, that's a compliment. So slow to get up, but he bounces back up finally. Through the hands of Green out of bounds. And for the United States, that is turnover number 12.
And Kyle Lowry will get that turnover. But Draymond Green cut through and didn't have his hands up, wasn't looking at the ball. You always have to see the ball when you're running in transition.
Aminu over Jordan, and good.
Obviously will be called for traveling here in international play.
Nigeria also hasn't employed the strategy of fouling the Americans in the backcourt like we saw Venezuela do the other night. There's Ximo, who's really good at getting to the rim. Former NBA player as well. Butler on Aminu. Out to Clay. Lowry for 3. 10-3 of the night for the United States. 56-73. It was the most lopsided result in Olympic men's basketball history. Work on that. Some of that, I don't know how you feel about this. Some of that you just have or don't have. That you don't have is your normal
His footwork, his ability to move in the post. You know, not many guys can do that. And Lowry knocks down another three-point shot. Ximo Olajuwon
make it more realistic by just grabbing players before they cross that point.
Should have told Coach K that he might have put you in the lineup.
He doesn't want to do that.
It's going to be the best competition. I recall back in '96 on that dream team with Ximo Olajuwon. Jimmy Butler knocks down a mid-range jump shot. Every day, having the opportunity to go against Scotty, the competition in the world. And so I looked at it as an opportunity as the youngest guy in the team. I did get better. I gained a lot of confidence and learned a lot of tricks from Mr. Pippen.
Nice ball movement by Nigerian. Stan Okoye handles and gives it up. Here's DeRozan. And that's not in the backcourt, but a similar sort of foul by Uzo right there. Simply. And trying to rebuild his NBA first. Thompson knocks down another three-pointer. It's Thompson's 4th of his save the Warriors season in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals with that 41-point bucket binge. Champanucci.
But I was so impressed with his defense. I mean, he made Kyrie Irving take and make some tough shots as he hits another three-pointer. I would wonder, I bet Curry and Thompson, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, in practice, I mean, it has to be ridiculous at times.
He's got a taste of that at the three-point contest. Nigeria, by the way, in the last possession, finally knocked out a three. They're 1 of 23 from out there.
Wow.
There's a little bit of a reaction to the crowd in here. Cousins with the cleanup.
they kind of got it going here early, and the team has stayed with that the rest of the way.
Durant and Thompson have knocked down 8 of their 13 attempts, and one for Oguchi. What makes Draymond Green well off the three. About 6 inches left of the rim. Oguchi again. Chance of other of these Nigerian players who played collegiately in the United States. 3 years at Oregon, finished off at Illinois State. Back comes Nigeria. And another free ball. Oguchi once again. Diago will have none of that. He tries for 3 and misses. Cousins lost it in transition. Barnes goes to the left hand. That's finished by Harrison Barnes. Must be. Diago was turned away by Barnes on one end. On the other end, Cousins got a deep position and dropped it home.
Close enough as Oguchi finally misses here, it seems, in the fourth quarter, but Cousins continuing to play hard.
No question, DeRozan leads the team in highlights in this exhibition tour. 10 seconds to go. Oguchi. Not this time. Actually, that was Uzo, excuse me. And DeMar DeRozan puts the exclamation point on this exhibition season. As the U.S. wins it 110-66, punctuated by this punch-out from DeRozan.
Get the feeling those two have done that quite often. Just a fantastic finish to the last exhibition game. DeRozan, he's done that throughout. Just the highlight play, playing above the rim. A lot of energy, great finisher.
Playing go to Rio, which Team USA will do in about 24 hours' time. How good do you feel about this final performance before the Olympics begin on Saturday?
Well, you end on a high here. You know, you had some adversity. You didn't play well.